Here we go. Hi everybody. How's it going tonight? Thought I would do a live stream with my phone. Of course, now I'm listening to myself talk. Thought I would do a live stream with some trivia, but you shouldn't be able to see any of these questions. It's probably just not enough resolution to see what the questions are. But I have a lot of questions, and I thought what I would do tonight is, as I'm playing the NES games that you suggest, or maybe the last person who gets one right gets to pick the game. I don't know. As I'm playing the games, I'm going to ask 10 questions, and whoever gets the most questions correct is going to win a prize. I have a couple of things. The prize is more or less a trophy more than anything else. It's not, like, ooh, you're going to win like some, $60 PlayStation 4 game. It's just some things that I have around here. And the last time I did this, my buddy DJ down in New Orleans won a car. Not a real car, but one of these cars. Here, it's right in front of me here. I have to reach over and grab it. Apologies for getting so close here. Yeah. He won a car, one of these cars, and I still have to send it to him. I haven't forgotten, but it's, there's like a Spider-Man car, and there's like a Bugs Bunny car, and there's like a Toyota concept car kind of thing. I forget which one he asked for, probably the Spider-Man car. But then I also have a couple of Atari games that I got out of my collection. These are some surplus games that I have. And these are going to be the choices of prizes between the cars and the games. Let's see, the games going to be a choice of Sword Quest Fire World, which is kind of sort of a rare game. It's not super rare, but it's not all that common. Space Shuttle, Activision game, A Journey into Space, which is also kind of uncommon. It's a really interesting game. It's a lot of fun. I like it, personally. And then Real Sports Volleyball, which super fun game for the Atari 2600. So those are the choices of the prize for whoever gets the most questions right out of the trivia. So I thought it'd be a good way to keep you guys engaged in the stream, and of course to watch to the end if you get close. So let's go ahead and start with the first question on my list. I've got like 40 some odd questions here. I'm not going to ask them all tonight. I'm just going to do 10. The first question I'm going to ask is, how many points do you get for eating all the ghosts in Pac-Man? Just, after you eat one power pellet, how many points can you get for eating all of the ghosts? Write down your answer down in the comments, and I'll mark it down as whoever gets it right. And while you're thinking about that, I will start playing. I guess maybe I'll play a little Super Mario. Why not? I teased the thumbnail with that one, so why not? Why not? All right. So we got Super Mario Brothers here. Probably the game that everybody knows the best for the NES, since it was the pack-in game for the Nintendo Entertainment System. And let me turn up my volume just a hair. As usual, let me know if the volume is too loud, or you can't hear me, or if it's out of sync. All those technical issues I try to set up in advance, but it's a hassle. Every week I have to fix it, so let me know. 5,000. No, that is not correct. The question at hand is, how many points can you get after eating one power pellet in a game of Pac-Man, after eating all the ghosts? How many points can you get? Now, last time I played this, I was playing it on the NES Mini, and I was terrible at it because I swear there's a significant amount of lag on that thing, which I don't get playing the real NES. Like that jump right there, jumping over the pit, the timing would have been off and I would have fallen in and killed myself. Oops. Oh well. 1,000. No. Come on. Think of it in your head. When you're playing Pac-Man, the first ghost you get how many points, and then the second ghost you get how many points after that, and then how many points do you get after that ghost, and then how many points do you get after eating the fourth ghost? How many total points can you get? Super Mario 35. I don't know why I just like smashing the ceiling more than anything else. You know, what's weird is I don't think I've ever even played World 1-3 before. I usually just skip ahead and go to the warp zone. Aw, I almost got up there. There's an extra life up here somewhere. Can I get the extra life mushroom that's up there? Ooh, that was lucky. I really don't want to go in the warp zone this time. Yeah, total. What's the total amount of points? Just add them up. Think about how much you get the first time and then it doubles every time after that. If you can't get it, I'll go on to the next question. After, you know, every 5 minutes or so, I'll ask another question. Yeah, I don't recall playing this one very much. It's like the forgotten levels here because I always skip these. I think I can get up there. Ooh, that was close. Aww. Oh no. There we go. Okay, so nobody seems to know what the score, the total points you can get. First you get 200 points for the first one, then you get 400 for the second, then you get 800 for the third, and then you get 1600 for the fourth one. Now if my math is correct, that's 3,000 points that you can get for eating all 4 of the ghosts. So nobody got that one right. Nobody got that one right. Alright, I'll ask the next question. The next question, let's see. Scratch that one off. Nobody got it. Nobody got that one right. Okay. I say I should just randomly pick questions out of this list instead of going in order. Okay, here's one. It's kind of unrelated to sort of unrelated to the Nintendo, but it's kind of related at the same time. What was the ColecoVision's pack-in game? The game that came with the ColecoVision. Does anybody know what it was? What was the ColecoVision pack-in game? Can anybody even remember the ColecoVision besides me? Not too many people know, right? Of the ColecoVision. I don't even have a ColecoVision. A friend of mine had the Atom computer, which played which played ColecoVision games. Oof. No. Oh, I bumped my head on the thing and jumped right into Bowser. What is the ColecoVision's pack-in game? Kind of sort of related to this game in a way. There we go. Now we got him this time. Don't care if I bump my head or not. I love that part where he falls in the lava. No, that's a little bit too later for the ColecoVision. It's not Altered Beast, but Greg Baggett got it right. I guess he means Donkey Kong when it says DK. So I guess I can go with that. I'm assuming you mean Donkey Kong. You may want to just type it out there just for completeness sake. Alright, I'm going to play a different game. Or I could just play Mario Brothers all night. Alright, how about another question, since more or less DK is correct, Donkey Kong. See, I have to ask questions that I know Greg Baggett can't get. So I have to ask really hard questions. Let's see. We got to ask a good one here. I could ask that question. I don't want to ask that one. Okay. Okay, here's one that I definitely wanted to ask tonight. Who played Scorpion in the first two Mortal Kombat games? The original Mortal Kombat games. Who played Scorpion? What's up, Nick? What's going on? We're doing trivia tonight, so make sure you hit the thumbs up button on the live stream. And if you can last long enough and tolerate my my lame stream here, then you might win a prize. You know, depending on how good you are with answering trivia questions. All right, I want to play Super Dodgeball. I was playing that the other night. And got pretty far into it. I think I got to the end. Yeah, Donkey Kong. Okay, yeah, see, I used the save state. And I'm pretty far into this match now. I thought I saved it later than this, but whatever. So the current question is... Who played Scorpion in the original Mortal Kombat game? I love this game. Oh, come on. It's just, I've saved it on a really hard stage here. These guys are tough. Take that! Go, 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 go! There you go. What's up, Chris the Shriner Dog? How's things in Utah? Oh, you're trying to drop the bomb on me, huh? It worked. Can't run away. Oh. Boom. This is probably the hardest team in this game to defeat. Because they have a lot of strength. And they always catch the ball. Almost always. Boom! There we go. Oh, I looked down. Hey, stop taking the ball. Hey. That's not cool. Take that. I looked down at the chat. You guys are killing me in this game. So does anybody know who played Scorpion in the original Mortal Kombat game? That's the current question. There's a bit of a clue this week. In the post where I showed the video that I'm editing. If you can remember that, then you know who it was. It's the same person who played Mortal Kombat, who played Scorpion, Sub-Zero, Johnny Cage, Smoke, Noob Saibot, and what was the other one? Rain, Reptile. I don't know if he did Rain because I think Rain was in a later one. Greg Baggett is Scorpion. Tyler Dawson, that's correct. It is Daniel Pesina. Yep, Daniel Pesina played Scorpion. Alright. Next question that I can run through while I'm playing this game. What was the first Atari arcade game to use vector graphics? Which, you know, vector graphics are where it's just lines. There's no definition really. There's no texturing or anything like that. It's just lines. So what's the first game, Atari arcade game, to use vector graphics? No, let's not change position. Okay, Japan, they're pretty tough too. They have a lot of strength too. I'm going to save it here. If you hit down on when you're using an EverDrive, if you hit down and start at the same time, it will save your position, which is fantastic. And as I found out, it doesn't work on all the EverDrives. It only works on certain ones. Because I've got the Sega Genesis EverDrive, and it doesn't work on that one. I got the cheap version of the Genesis EverDrive. I should have got the good one. But I really didn't know there was a difference at the time. Oh yeah, you can't get me. Boom! I got all three at once. That's my favorite part, just knocking all three of them out. Here's another question for you that's not really related to my all three at once. To the game tonight, the trivia game. What series of games is Dodgeball a part of? This is kind of like a series of style of games. I think River City Ransom is another one. But I just love this. I love this game. Got him. Fuji's tough. Of course, that's Mount Fuji in the background. Oh, I missed. There we go. Got it. All right. Let's see. Space Invaders. No, it's not Space Invaders. No, Greg got it right. It's Lunar Lander. But you can't say you're not sure. When you put the answer, you got to be confident. You got to say yes, it's Lunar Lander. So that's the first Atari vector game was Lunar Lander. All right. Oh, Russia, they're pretty tough too. Let's save it here. I know y'all are anticipating the next question, but I don't want to burn through them so quickly. I think I need to ask a new one like about every 5 minutes or so. I remember when that dang it. The the dodgeball movie came out a couple years ago. I kept thinking it would be like this game. I need to watch that again. It's been a while since I've seen that movie. Oh. Okay, the best character in the game is Sam. Pick up the ball. Because his break is just so powerful. That's not who I wanted you to pass it to. Pass it to Sam. There you go. Boom! It's almost unbeatable. Oh man. Aw. Hey, think you're cool, huh? Take that. Can't believe you didn't catch that. Boris, Ivan, and Pavel. Get in the way of that ball. Oh, he caught it. Always just like smacking those guys on the sides. Oh yeah? There you go, 2 at once. And that's why his is the most powerful, because you can just knock all 3 of them at the same time. Like, just like that. Oh, I think I missed one. I missed that. I missed Pavel. I missed Chekhov from Star Trek. Randy's probably has the second best break. And usually I play with Bill as well. He's got a break that, like, it's the one that goes up in the air and drops down on top of him. All right, time for another trivia question. Yeah, this game is awesome, Tyler. It's awesome. Vector, dang. All right, next question. Let's see. What should I come up with here? Something Nintendo related. I got to do a Nintendo game here. Something Nintendo related. Oh, here we go. What year did the original Mario Kart come out for the Super Nintendo? What year did the original Mario Kart come out for the Super Nintendo? Okay. Let me know down in the comments. Aww. I had to get rid of Mike. I want Bill. You just stood there and let that happen. Get the ball! Get the... There you go. Don't you be looking at me like that. Sometimes I just cannot get the break. And he sacrificed himself to get the ball. There we go. Alright, we just defeated the Russians. They are the final team in this game. Except for the mirror, there's like a mirror universe team that you play against here. So basically I'm playing against myself in this next round. Okay, so Greg Baggett says 1992, and Tyler says 1991. The answer is 1992. That's when Mario Kart, the original Mario Kart, came out. Now I gotta ask a question that's hard. I gotta ask the hard questions now. Let's see. That one's too easy. Too easy. You know, a lot of these questions I tried not to make them too hard because nobody wants to just sit there and, you know, think forever trying to figure out the answer to a question like that. So I got to think of something somewhat easy. Okay, here's sort of a hard one, although I think Greg Baggett might know this one, so I got to ask ones that he may not know. That's tough. It's a tough one. Or maybe I should ask a really easy question in hopes that Tyler can answer it really quickly before Greg does. Let's see. Well, let me ask you something, Tyler. What was your first video game console? And then after that, I'll ask the question based on your answer. Then maybe you'll have a chance. So we'll see. Don't catch the ball. Stop catching it. Just give it to Sam. He's the only one that really matters in this game. Where'd the other guys go? They all disappeared. This game will be over fast. Sam just keeps wailing him on his break ball. I mean, I could like pass the ball back and forth, but it's just so much more fun just to keep wailing on him with that break. Aww. You just stood there and took it. You're not supposed to do that. Uh-oh, now they're going to start catching the ball. It's like there's certain ways in which they catch the ball and certain ways in which they don't catch the ball, so... There we go. Who's left? Their version of Sam is the only one left. And if you can get him... Ugh. If you can get them fast enough before they get up, then you can just keep wailing on them when they're stunned. Look at him, he's like, ugh. Okay, almost. I should make that my new avatar, just kind of like the stunned guy. There we go. Oh, I thought that would be enough. Not enough. After all that, was it Randy got the final hit? And this is the end of Super Dodgeball. Kind of cool. Like they take a snapshot of the throwing Sam up in the air. Okay, so let's read some comments. Hey, John Whitcop, nice to see you. Odyssey 2 was your first console. You know, that may have been mine as well. You know, my grandparents had an Odyssey 2 up in New Jersey, and I used to go visit up there. And I remember playing that one game. It was kind of like Space Invaders, but God, that thing was hard. You know, you had the 3 bases, and you had your ship that looked like a triangle, and you had to shoot the aliens, and they didn't move down. All they did was just kind of move back and forth constantly, and it was really hard. That game was really hard. I don't think they play tested it that much, because it was hard to hit them, because they would line up at the same spot over your bases when you would go to shoot them. So you had to time it just right when you were going to shoot. So, and then when you would die, you would lose one of your bases. It was almost as if one of your ships was in the bases. I forget the name of that, Space Attack or something like that. But yeah, that was a hard game. I remember playing that one a lot. It's right there. My daughter wants to get her Switch. Okay. So Tyler says you say your first game console was the 2600. Well, it's probably Greg Baggett's too. So I got to ask something. You got to be fast. Get ready. Get your fingers ready. Get your fingers ready to answer this question. Let's see. I should have had the list of the different consoles here on the side. Okay, here's one. Although it's an Atari 2600 question, but it's a game by Activision. So start rolling the games around in your head that were made by Activision. Which Activision game has you rescuing miners from a cave-in? Which game, Activision game for the 2600 and other systems as well, has you rescuing miners from a cave-in? You know, miners that, dig for diamonds and stuff like that. The end. Now, I usually play this on difficult. This also has a variation called Beanball. And you can do versus play. I don't have a friend, so I can't really play versus play. But I'll do Beanball, which is kind of neat. And of course I'm going to play Sam. But this is just like you're in a schoolyard, and whoever's got the ball, it's just a total melee of people fighting for the ball. Boom. They always go for me, so I like to get out of the way. Let them start beating each other up now. Throw the ball. Yeah, I got it now. Look at them all cower in fear. Oh, I missed. What the heck? Where's the ball going way up in the air for? Thanks, I'll take that. Oh, I was trying to duck. Oh, you can't run off the screen and just knock yourself out. Oh, I'm way up there. I thought it was down lower. I'm not getting any breaks. Aw. Oh, let's see. Tyler says, darn, that's not the game. John Whitcop says, hero, that's correct. 49er, very vague in my memory. You're thinking of like Miner 2049er? Kind of, sort of, but not really. I mean, Miner 2049er is where you are walking across the platforms and you gotta like clean up all the radioactive waste on them. Hero is you're going down through the tunnels and you're trying to find the miner at the very bottom. So that's going to be John Whitcop got that one correct. I wish my pen worked better. Good job on that. Let's see, what's the total so far? I've asked 5 questions, and I've got one for Tyler, 3 for Greg, and 1 for John. So we have to ask more questions so Tyler and John can get them instead of Greg. Not that I'm not anti-Greg. I mean, I'm Greg also, but Greg we Gregs just know so much about Atari stuff and video game stuff that it's just unfair for everybody else. They can't get an answer in edgewise. So let's see, what is another one I'll ask? I want to do one that sort of kind of related to sort of kind of video gamey. You may or may not know this if you didn't grow up in the 90s. You may not know the answer to this question. But who played Sonic the Hedgehog in the 1990s cartoon? Who was the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog for the cartoon show that was in the 90s? Greg probably knows that one too. NES and ColecoVision were your favorites. Yeah, I started with the 2600 when I was a kid. And during the lean years when video games were crashing, basically 83, 84, 85, kind of those years, I retreated to my Atari 800 XL computer, and all I did was play. I play these games. I play like Millipede on the XE. Or the 800 XL, and Jungle Hunt, and Donkey Kong, and all those 8-bit computer games. So, and I was perfectly happy just playing those games. And then along comes the NES, and suddenly everybody's got to get an NES. And I remember going to Walmart was it in Winter Haven? I think it was in. I think it was the one in Winter Haven. Or, no. I was living in Lake Wales at the time. It was the one in Lake Wales. And I would go in there, and I'd talk to like one of the clerks who worked there. And I was, talking to her how I really wanted an NES. And, of course she was trying to be nice and everything. And I went and I bought the NES Player's Guide, which I still have. It's up there on the shelf, and I did a video on it, so if you're interested, you can look up the video I did on the official Nintendo Player's Guide. I went ahead and bought it, and she said to me, she says, but I didn't think you had a Nintendo. I said, no, I don't, but I expect to get one. So, and then I actually did. I bought one probably, the ball went flying up into the sunset again. Where's the ball? Give me the ball. And then I probably bought an NES myself a couple weeks later, I guess it was. Just couldn't stand it anymore. I had to get one. Everybody else had one. I just needed to get one. And the irony is, I didn't buy it at that Walmart. I bought it at the Kmart in Winter Haven. That's why I thought I was talking to that lady in Winter Haven, but no, that was in Lake Wales. You guys are pathetic. If it wasn't for me, we'd be playing this game forever. You guys are not even hitting anybody. Look at that. Give me that ball. Yeah, cower in fear. We're both going after the same guy. Oh shoot, I missed the ball. Alright, now it's just me and John. Oh. Where you going, buddy? Where you going? Where you going? Come back here. Oh, come on, throw it. There we go. Okay, so let's see. Oh, hey, Mario Munez. How do you say that? Munoz. Nice to see you. I know who voiced Sonic. It was Jaleel White from Family Matters. Oh, yes. Very good. That was quick, too. And you beat out Tyler. Rented NES games back in the 80s, Jack Sparrow says. Hey, how's it going? I remember renting out NES games too. In fact, the one I remember playing a lot was Willow. I rented that, and I had to turn the game back in, and I hated the fact that I had to turn it back in. I wasn't done beating it, and I had a save game on there. So I wrote in the manual, please don't delete this save game, this character, in case anybody else rented it between, 2 times I had the chance to rent it. And fortunately, the next time I rented the game, it was still there, so I was able to finish it. But that was a scary, scary moment. Alright, so Mario got Jaleel White, that is correct, for who was the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog. Pen is just awful here. Okay, next question. Let's see. Oof, gosh. Here we go. Here's one. In what Sega Genesis game can you play as the character Gilius Thunderhead? Gilius, I guess it's Gilius Thunderhead. What Sega Genesis game can you play as the character Gilius Thunderhead? Good old Polk County. Yeah, right, good old Polk County. Pronounced like Munoz. Okay, perfect. Sometimes I get it right. I got a good thumb blister from this game, yeah. From Super Dodgeball. It's one of my favorites. One of my favorites of all time. Alright, what should I play next? Nothing is as fun as Super Dodgeball, I gotta tell you that. I feel like I should play Shinobi. I have a Shinobi question later. It's kind of a preview. I don't know if I'm going to ask it this time or not, but let's see. I gotta get back into my practicing of Super C. I gotta play Super C. I don't care. I love Super C. It's cool. Munoz. I know. I'll get it right. I get it right occasionally. This ROM is interesting because it says 2002 Konami on there. Was this ROM from a re-release of the game? All right. Mario says Gilius Thunderhead is from Golden Axe, and that would be correct. It is Golden Axe. What are the other characters' names from Golden Axe? I know the Amazon character's name. But I can't remember the big muscle bound beefcake guy. I can't think of his name. The Amazon. Does anybody know the Amazon's name? Mario, do you know the Amazon's name from Golden Axe? Oh shoot. One day I'm gonna get through this game without losing a life. Again. I did it one time. And I've kind of sort of done it before recently. But due to the EverDrive, I can kind of cheat a little bit, because if I mess up, I can just start the level over again and not have to do the whole game. So I've done that before, where I'll play until I die, and then I'll go back to the beginning of the level if I die, and just keep doing it that way. So I got a lot of practice in. Ooh, it almost got me. It's those errant bullets that get you more than anything else. You gotta have the spread gun in this game. Without it, you just can't do anything. Got it. Whew, that was close. Yeah. NES, Bionic Commando, Strider, and Cobra Commander are my favorite rents. Yeah. I could never get too far in those games. They were a little bit different than the arcade. I mean, Bionic Commando, you know, you had to travel the different areas and get different I forget, was it different key cards or something. I remember you had to go to the different computers and get information from each one to move on to the next level. And Axe Battler, yes, that's the name of it. Wolvie, thank you for that. That's my jam. And then Cobra Command, was that the boat game? Or no, that's Cobra Triangle. That's the boat game. Cobra Command, maybe that's a helicopter game? And then Strider was kind of the same thing as Bionic Commando, where you had to go from stage to stage and get information. And they expanded it so much for the NES version of the game. It was just not. To me, I like arcade style games that you can just play until you die, and not have to go from stage to stage getting information and all that stuff. I just want to play till I die. Kind of like this. Imagine if they had turned Contra into a game like Strider, and you had to get information before you went on to the next stage, and that wouldn't have worked. So yeah, the Tyrus Flare is the name of the Amazon, and Axe Battler is the name of the male character, and then Gilius Thunderhead is the dwarf. So who got Gilius Thunderhead? That was Mario, right? Mario got, was it Mario or who? Wait a second, I got to go back through here. Yeah, Tyrus Flare. Let me see. Going back through the list here. Or was it Tyler? Did Tyler get that one? Who got? I'm not seeing. Oh yeah, you know what? It was Mario. Back at 7:43. Was that like 8 minutes ago? That was Mario who got that one. Let's see. Next question. How many have we got so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I got 3 more questions to go. And so far we've got Tyler has 1, Mario has 2, John has 1, and Greg has 3. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Another kind of movie-related thing. I did the Sonic the Hedgehog question earlier. This is kind of another movie-related kind of thing. What classic Atari arcade game appeared in the movie Terminator 2? Classic Atari arcade game in Terminator 2. What was it? Alright, let's see if I can get through this stage without dying. This one's been getting me lately. I like to rush through this as quick as I can. Sometimes it bites me in the butt. If you stand just left or right of center, they can't hit you. So I could stand right here and they can't shoot me. But you gotta be fast because these guys will just come after you. If you just stand there, you can't just stand there. If you stand right in the middle, you can get those guys. And you can get the same weapon over and over again. Supposedly if you get spread twice or any other weapon twice. Oh shoot. It's supposed to like double the firepower, which I don't think that's true. Alright, fine. I'll just take you out with the... Run away. Alright, now here comes the boss. This is where I get in trouble, because a lot of times I just want to get behind the boss and shoot him from the back where the leader is. But it's dangerous, it's rough, but you can kill the guy a lot faster that way. So let's try this. Just gonna sneak up behind him. If I can get over there. Boom! Done! Gotta take a chance. Gotta take a chance sometimes. Okay, let's see. Took a while to finish. Yeah, those games, you talk about Strider and Bionic Commando, it took forever to finish. Wolvie got it. Kane and Tyrus. Tyrus? Oh, see, what happened? I'm not even paying attention. I just died. Should have paused it. Jack Sparrow says Missile Command. Mario Munoz says pole position. Oh yeah, triangle. Cobra Triangle was the boat game. I would say it was Jack Sparrow. It's not Pac-Man. Pac-Man may have been in it. I mean, in the background or whatever, but they didn't feature it. It was Missile Command. I mean, because you had to have Missile Command in Terminator 2, because you know it's the whole nuclear holocaust thing and the bombs and all that stuff. So. That would have been Jack Sparrow who got that one. Jack Sparrow. Not spelled like Captain Jack. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 2 more questions to go. Sega Afterburner. Yeah, Afterburner also was in T2, but the question was, what Atari arcade game appeared in Terminator 2? Okay, here's one that's kind of Nintendo related. You know, Nintendo was very litigious back in the day. What company did Nintendo sue? Actually, no, it's not the company. Let me rephrase this. Let me just read it exactly the way I have it written. It's better that way. Nintendo sued Galoob for what accessory that could alter gameplay? What was the Galoob accessory that Nintendo sued them for that could alter the games? The name of the accessory. I do not have one. I've never had one. Kind of wish I did, though. It'd be kind of cool. I never understood how it works in the NES, though. Alright, so I died because I was not paying attention. But I could probably still get through this level on the pea shooter. It's tough. Maybe not. Now the R is supposed to be repeat, but I don't think that actually repeats. Machine gun, yeah, I'll take it. Ah! So usually I destroy that thing in a second just because I have the spread gun. I'm telling you, without the spread, you might as well just forget it. Forget this game. Wolvie says the Game Genie. That is correct. It's the Game Genie that Nintendo sued Gloob over. Yeah, they were... Nintendo was very litigious back in the day. I'm sure they still are. Not too long ago, they tried to sue. They weren't suing them, but they stopped. There was an Atari 2600 game called Princess Rescue. It basically was Super Mario Brothers, and they put the kibosh on that. So if you can still find it if you're lucky. But yeah, I think I would say Atari Age put some cartridges on. You put it on cartridges and sold them, or somebody sold them, and Nintendo said, "Nope, you're not going to do that." Let's see. Oh, so what was that game? Something the Cobra Command. Yeah, Cobra Command. Let's see if I can find that. By the way, if there's any games you guys want me to play, let me know. I'll just play whatever. Cobra Command. Yeah, see right there, Cobra Command and Cobra Triangle are right next to each other. So I'm thinking Cobra Command was a helicopter game, top-down shooter. Data East. Oh, not top-down. Okay, left to right. Okay, this kind of reminds me of Yikes. Kind of reminds me of there was an Atari 7800 game, Choplifter. That's it. Reminds me of Choplifter. What was that guy who was like climbing out of the helicopter there? Kind of has parallax scrolling. Did I just kill that guy on the ground? Did I just crash? I crashed into the side of the mountain? Oh, I have rockets too. I didn't realize that. I like the rockets. They're not quite heat-seeking though. Alright, let's fly way up above. Oh, I got two helicopters with one rocket. That's impossible. There we go. Oh, okay, so you are kind of supposed to save these guys. I guess I shouldn't have shot that other guy earlier. Oh, shoot. Oh no, I crashed. I don't think I've ever played this game before. I think the guys with the guns you're supposed to shoot. Oh! My helicopter was on fire. Wait. He's shooting at me, so obviously he doesn't want me to save him. I hit you with a rocket. How do you like that? What the heck? Did I hit a tree? This game's hard. Jackal. Was that... okay, let me go back and read some comments here. Yeah, Wolvie got Game Genie. Jack Sparrow wanted one, yeah. I don't understand how it fits inside the toaster NES without... Because you have to have the cartridge pushed down in order to get it to start. So how does the Game Genie work? Okay, John Connor was playing Missile Command, yes. Getting full missile and energy tanks in Metroid at the start of the game was awesome with Game Genie. Oh yeah, any kind of you know, unlimited weapons or unlimited lives was just a godsend to be able to do that, especially in games as hard like Metroid. Jackal? Oh, I could play Jackal. Was it because Gloob? Yeah, Gloob, it was unlicensed, and they had reverse engineered the NES in order to get it to work. And Nintendo's lawsuit, which they lost, by the way, unusually they lost, but during the while it was going on, Gloob wasn't allowed to sell them. I mean, they had to stop selling them, but eventually they did win that lawsuit. But it had to do because it altered the game code, and Nintendo felt that you should be playing the game as we intended it to be. And of course the judge said no. Once the person buys the game, they can do whatever they want with it. And that's how they ended up. That's how Gloob ended up winning that case. And then they came out with there was a Genesis Game Genie, and I want to say there was like one for the PlayStation or something, or there's been some other type of game-altering devices in the past too, and I'm pretty sure there was one for the original PlayStation. Game Shark, I think, was the other one. Ever played Silkworm? JD asked. JD Chainsaw, that's an awesome name. Yes, I have played Silkworm. It's been a while though, but I have played it. Cool Jeep and copter game. Yep, copyright issues, makes sense. It was a gamepad of some sort, I think. Max control. What are we talking about? A Max controller thing? Oh gosh, there's so many weird controllers for the NES. I've got that one. I literally just put it in my closet the other day. I can't stand it. It's that Turbo Touch 360 controller where you don't actually have a joypad. It's just a flat yellow disc. And let's see if I can get it. I hate that thing. Let's see how close it is. Right in here. Let's see if I can get it. I won it for free. I never would have purchased it myself if I hadn't gotten it for free. Ugh. I'm kind of boxed in here, so my apologies. I'm trying to get this controller. Ugh. Yep, there it is. It's all my overflow stashes in the closet. But yeah, it wasn't yellow, it was red. Well, that makes it all better, right? This is the Turbo Touch 360. Somehow I ended up winning this thing, and yeah, there's no controller here. You're just supposed to touch your finger. I thought it'd be great for like, saving my thumbs from getting worn off. You get blisters and everything. But the response is just horrible. It's just not, there's no tactile feedback. You just don't know where your character's supposed to be moving, so I hate this thing. All right, should I do another question here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this pretty much should be the last question. And so far I've got Tyler has 1, Greg has 3, Mario has 2, John has 1, and JS. If you're still here, JS, I forget which one. I feel bad because I can't remember. I didn't write your full name down, but it's only 1. And then Wolvie got that last one. So anyway, this is the last question. So far, unless Mario gets this, it's going to be Greg's going to end up winning it. So Mario, you can tie if you get this question right. Of course, I don't know if Greg's even in the stream anymore. He may not even be in the stream anymore. But let's see. What's a good one for Mario so he can tie? Okay, here we go. This should be an easy one. Greg and Mario should be able to get this, or anybody should be able to get it. It's fine either way. Let's see. What is the title character of the? What is the name of the character from Pitfall? The name, who's the main character's name in Pitfall? Gotta do better. I gotta write down the full name of everybody on here. In case you don't know, I'm terrible at remembering things. I'm awful. At least modern, current things. Anything old, yeah, I can remember old stuff, but current stuff, I'm terrible at it. Yeah, the touchpad. Nintendo doesn't even like live streams. Yeah, that's true. Game Genie just attached to the cart and the whole thing stuck out the front of the NES. It worked somehow. I always thought you had to push it actually down. Breakthrough. I want to play Silkworm and Breakthrough. That's a good one. I remember Breakthrough. I remember jumping over those highly detailed rocks. Alright, what else we got? NES Advantage controller could slow down gameplay. Is that because it had like the pause, like the slowdown feature? Or like pause, start, pause, start, pause? Kind of like a fake slowdown. The NES Max? I never had one of those. I wish I did. Greg Baggett says Missile Command much later after I think we'd already answered the question. Still have my NES Advantage over the original Zapper, but not the original NES. Wolvie says Pitfall Harry. JD Chainsaw says Harry. Tyler says have two of my original Ataris, one hooked up, the other in the closet. The Atari 2600s. I've got 3 of them myself, and my original one I have to get fixed. But I have a Vader and a Junior that work perfectly fine. Plus I have the 7800 hooked up. Strangely enough, I got 2 7800s. One I bought for my nephew. And a couple of years ago, he's like, well, I'm done playing with this, you can have it back. I think he thought it was just like one that, like my childhood one, but this one I bought off of eBay specifically for him, but he gave it back to me. I'm like, all right, I'll take it. So I have 2 7800s. Easy Harry. Great gameplay, yes. So, who got Harry? Who was the first one that said Harry? That would be Wolvie. Wolvie got Harry Potter. No, Pitfall Harry. That's Wolvie. That means, let's see, based on the score here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That means that Greg got 3, Wolvie got 2, Mario got 2, John got 1, JS got 1. And Tyler got 1. I think that's the full score. I need somebody to keep score. But it looks like Greg has won the game. We Gregs have to stick together, I guess. So next time I see Greg, I'll give him one of either the cars or the games that I go back to the beginning of the stream, and you can see what I had for prizes. So it was what the heck? I'll just show you again anyway. Volleyball, Space Shuttle, or Sword Quest Fire World, which is sort of kind of rare, so a little bit rare. And then I would say one of these 2 cars, either the Looney Tunes car or the Supra, the Toyota car. I think DJ has already claimed the Spider-Man car, so. That's Greg. Just let me know which one you want. Next time I see you, I'll hand it over to you. Congratulations to Greg. Everybody give Greg a hand, a virtual hand, on winning the first trivia. Well, actually, I guess it would be the second trivia extravaganza live stream here on Greg's Game Room. So, all right. So, I'm just gonna keep playing some games. I want to play Silkworm here. Heli or Jeep? We'll play the Heli. What the Heli? I'll just keep playing. I'll just play the Heli. I like being able to shoot in 2 different directions at once. That's pretty cool. There we go. Just hold down the button. That's easier. It's so funny looking at the graphics on this because they're kind of primitive, really. Even for NES standards that we get used to with, like, you know, Super Mario 3 and you know, I was just playing Contra earlier, Super Contra. But the graphics in this are just pretty primitive. Twin, okay, cool. Oh, I gotta hit him at an angle? There we go. I feel like I need to do something else with the other button. Oh, okay, so if I hit the other button, it angles downwards. That's an aggressive looking chopper, though. I feel like I'm invincible, like I can't die. Oh, I guess I can. Good game, good game. Yeah, I'm just sitting here thinking as I'm playing this. I think what we'll do for the next trivia is that the person who won it last time can't win it 2 times in a row. I wish I could somehow make the previous winner like the quiz master or something. That would be cool if that person was actually asking the questions. Yeah, that would be a neat thing. But that may be kind of difficult to pull off. But yeah, the next time somebody else is going to win because Greg just knows everything, and we Gregs, we just know everything about video games. So it's kind of easy for us. Shinobi, yeah, let's play Shinobi. And then what was the other game? Breakthrough. I'll play that. I'll play that next. Look how weird this guy looks. He just looks like he's like crazed or something. This version of Shinobi's not that great. The music's not bad though. Oh, I gotta go down. This game kind of reminds me of Rolling Thunder a little bit. Well, that was easier than I thought. Uh-oh. I need like a rapid fire shurikens. Uh-oh, I think he got me. I failed. That wasn't too bad, actually. You know, I hear this game is so terrible, but it's really not that bad. I mean, it's not going to be as good as the 16-bit versions. Is that supposed to be like the Spider-Man guy? Although it's kind of nice that I'm just not dying like the first hit. That makes me mad when I die with one hit. Or 15 hits. Counter. Okay, here we go. Ever beat? Okay, I'm reading some comments here. I'm going back to a little bit to read some comments. Oh, Greg Baggett says I was paused between work calls and several minutes behind the stream. Oh, okay, that's okay. You won anyways because you just got 3 right off the bat at the beginning. But like I say, I want to keep it mixed up. So I would say whoever won the previous week can't win. You can't win 2 weeks in a row. We'll say it that way. My buddy Salvador Van Gogh says, ever beat Ghosts and Goblins? No. I can't even get past the first... I think the furthest I've ever gotten in Ghosts and Goblins, or Ghouls and Ghosts, or those style games, is maybe I beat the first boss. I did that on a live stream, geez, it's probably been like 8 months ago, on my arcade 1-up here through the Raspberry Pi. And I was just determined. I was just going to beat the first level. I didn't care what else happened. I just wanted to beat that first level. And I did. And then as soon as I finished that, I got to the second part, the second stage, I died. So I was done there. I can't get very far in that game at all. Cabell is a good game. Ninja Gaiden, too much cappuccino. Counter question, ever beat Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES? Not the first one, but I have beaten the second one. The third one I've gotten pretty far, but I haven't beaten it because I was playing it one of my earliest live streams. Actually, no, I don't think it was a live stream. No, it wasn't a live stream. It was just a time I was playing with my daughter. It's one of my earlier videos on this channel. I'm playing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3, and on the EverDrive, and we got to like stage 6 or 7 or something like that, and it locked up and froze up, and I don't think I had saved it, so we were pretty much screwed there. Space Shuttle sounds cool. Okay, I'll get that to you. I was going to say Dirty Harry. Liked it but never beat it. Maryland. I'm just reading your comments. Oh yeah, you're looking at the background there, Jason. Yeah, it's Shinobi. They just have Maryland in the background. Oh, dang! The Spider-Man's always getting me. Random Marilyn Monroe in the background. Yeah, exactly. Red Devil is death. Sounds good. I will retire next year. So okay. I beat it illegitimately. I use save states. Oh, for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Is that on the NES Mini or the Classic? Oh, game over. Marilyn doesn't like me anymore. All right, I was gonna play Breakthrough. You know, that's a question though. Is it legit to say you beat a game if you had to use save states? I mean, you still beat it, but you're kind of like getting extra lives in a sense. It's like playing Contra or Super Contra, like I like to play Super C, and restoring your game state at the beginning of this. Let's say you get onto stage 3 and you save it at the beginning of each stage, right? And your goal is to beat the game without dying. So you save it at the beginning of stage 3. You haven't died in stage 1 or 2, and you're going through stage 3, and then you die, and you're like, oh shoot, I'm gonna go back to the beginning where I saved it and restore that. Did you truly beat it? And then let's say you go all the way through the rest of the game, but you had to use that one save state. Can you legitimately say you beat it on one life if you had to use a save state to go back? I don't know. But also, can you say that you legitimately beat a game by using save states? I mean, maybe you just have to have an asterisk by it. I mean, you beat it, but with a save state. Excuse me, with a save state, it's kind of a, I don't know if it's cheating or it's like an unfair advantage to somebody who doesn't have the ability to do save states. So I would say somebody who didn't do a save state and beat it is more skilled than the person who did have to use the save state. So I guess that may be the nice way to say it. All right, breakthrough. There. Break time. Just glad you saw the credits after 30 years. Goodbye, Norma Jean. You love Miss Monroe, Frosty Highway says. On a super legal emulator. Oh no, breakthrough doesn't work. I guess I have a bad ROM. I want to see what that break time game is now. Since breakthrough doesn't work, let's try break time. I get the feeling this game is going to be bad. Oh, okay, it's a pool game. Yeesh. Not. I mean, I love playing pool, but not really on the NES. 9-ball. 1 player. I always like Side Pocket for the NES. That's a fun game. There we go. Save scumming at least. Is that a term? You can say you played through it, but should clarify you had to save. Yeah. I'm not good enough to do it legit. Exactly. I would never save shame anyone. I have to save now. No time to die 100 times in games anymore. Too many other games. I know. It's like you don't have time to play everything. What am I doing here? Am I just trying to hit the ball super hard? Next, it's Ed's turn. What did I do here? I think I did something wrong. Oh, okay. We're dragging to see who gets the closest. Well, obviously, I totally messed up, and I still get to break. Okay. I don't even know what I did here. I get to put the cue ball anywhere. Okay. Behind the headline. Okay. Put a slight angle. I get to aim. Okay. Aim right there. What the heck? I thought I had to hit the button to start drawing back. Oh man. Now Ed gets to hit the ball. That's a strange placement of the ball. You're just going to make the ball go out that way and all these balls are just going to sit there pretty much. Yeah. But he got one in, got the 2. Got to go for the 1. Thinking. I didn't even know this game existed. I always thought Side Pocket was the only... that was pathetic. Yeah, no joke you missed the shot. Alright, I'm gonna aim. Gotta aim at a slight angle. I mean, if I can somehow get into that side pocket there. Gotta get it really far. Okay, see, this is what screwed me up last time, was that it was drawing the cue back automatically. I didn't even realize it. Ooh, I got it! Yes. Now, how the heck am I going to hit that 3? This is impossible. There's no way I can hit the 3. It's like... there's just no way. So what do I do here? I can't hit the 3. Maybe if I hit aim down... No. Okay, I got it. If I aim at the other end of the table and have it bounce back, I might be able to squeak through this little narrow spot there. Just barely. I don't think this is going to work, but it's worth a shot. Aim there, hit it as hard as I can. Nope. I did get a ball in though. Joey Image says, "Good evening, relatively new subscriber here, just dropping in." Well, thanks for dropping by, Joey. Appreciate it. Did I ever get into the Mega Man games? No. So, you know, everybody loves the Mega Man games, but I just never, I never got into them. And I tried playing Mega Man 2 not too long ago, and I just kept getting shot over and over again, so I was like, this really isn't for me. Salem Kid says, I got a light-up marquee for my Final Fight cab. Was inspired by my review of the Arcade Game Factory version. Did you get one from Arcade Game Factory? I still, I love mine. It's great. I kind of wish it had one to begin with, and I think the new Arcade 1-Ups have the lit-up marquee. Ed missed the shot. So I kind of wish I didn't have to pay extra to get that, but I love it. It's great. Do I have Spy Hunter? I'm sure I do. Let me wrap up here. See if I can get this. Let's see if I can get the 3. Let me try to get the 3 in the corner pocket here. You got to aim it right on the edge, right on the side, and just kind of whack it. Just jam it right in the side there. I'm gonna aim there. Hit it hard. Boom. Oh, not quite. Okay, let's see if Ed can hit this. If he can hit it, then I'll I'm just trying to fix now. If he can hit it, I'll go ahead and move on to the next game. But he's not going to get it. He's going to bounce it off the wall. Yeah. You have to call the pocket too. You can't just randomly get it in a hole in the pocket. All right. Oh, Spy Hunter. Super Spy Hunter? Because isn't there Spy Hunter and then there's Super Spy Hunter, isn't there? Spy versus Spy. Spy Hunter. Okay, is this more like the original arcade? Bank Shot. That was for the... That was the little handheld one, right? Bank Shot. I think it was Parker Brothers who made that. I thought that was a cool game. I wish I had that. Graphics on this has a Monopoly kind of vibe. Interesting physics. Yeah, the physics weren't great in that game. Now, I wish the TMNT games were on the Mini. By the way, Greg, great upload on your NES Classic. Oh, thanks, Tyler. Appreciate that. If you saw my Facebook post, you know that my next video is probably going to be the Daniel Pacina interview. I've basically been working on that all weekend. It's kind of fun editing those videos, but at the same time it's challenging because it takes a long time to source different clips or pictures. Like, he'll be talking about a story on how they created the special reptile move, and I don't have pictures of the exact moment that happened, so I have to come up with something else to put in there. I'll put like the actual move in, or some clips of them actually doing the filming when they were making the game. So but I've been known to spend an hour on just like one 10-second thing that he's talked about. He'll talk about something, like, oh, we went and we filmed these clips at like 9 o'clock at night because John Tobias didn't want anybody to know that they were making the game. Well, what am I going to find to put in that spot? So anyway, it takes me a long time to source the clips and the side stuff that I'm going to put in there. I obsess over every little bit there. Joey Image asks, am I emulating or playing on original hardware? This is original hardware. I'm just playing this on an EverDrive, which is a flash cart that I can put any ROM on there that I want. Most of them work. The Silkworm, no, it wasn't Silkworm, it was Breakthrough. Breakthrough did not work for some reason. I have to get a different ROM for that, I guess. But most of the ROMs work. But no, this is original hardware. This is my original NES controller that I'm playing this on. I'm happy that you think it's emulation, because that means the quality of the image that you're seeing is good enough to make you think that it's emulated. One of the things I want is really good quality video capturing, and I'm using a RetroTink 2X and some video capture gizmo that I got off of Amazon. I forget the name of it. in order to get it to work. I don't like those guys. Go away from me. Go! Stop running me off the road! See, that's the problem with this game. You get going really fast and you're all excited that you're moving so fast, and then suddenly, wham, you get killed. Oh, let me get in there. Hurry, 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 hurry! Oh, what did I get? Is that, it's a black square. What's my super... Oh, okay, that's the oil slick. This game is, I love this game, but it's so hard. It doesn't, I don't last very long. Salem Kid said, yes, it was money well spent. Wolvie says, here's another fave that destroys me, Blaster Master. Have I ever played Blaster Master? I actually have Blaster Masters. Let me give you a quick tour of my shelf up here. But I want to switch the view so you guys get a better view. Let's do camera. There we go. Hold on here. I'm going to grab the camera. Actually, I'm going to grab the tripod and show you what I've got up here. This is my shelf of gaming goodness here. I recently just redid all this stuff over here because this was just a mess. But these, I'm not really a collector. I don't have a lot of games. I just prefer to use the EverDrive to play all the games. And but this is really just all the NES games that I have. Back to the Future. There's Blaster Master right there. Blaster Master right there. Friday the 13th, Gyrus, Super Mario, Pinbot. These are pretty much all the games that I had as a kid. Solstice, Ghostbusters, Indiana Jones, Vindicators, TMNT 2, the arcade game, Super Dodgeball, which I was playing earlier, and Super C. Those are pretty much all my NES games. But then I got all my 7800 and my Atari 2600 Red Label games, some of my third-party Atari 2600 games. Then I got the Red Label Atari 2600 games there. I'm sorry, it's kind of hard for me to stretch this camera out so you can see all that. And then up here, I've got my these are my Jaguar games that I've got still pretty much all in the box. And then some 2600 boxes, 5200 boxes, 7800 boxes. Those boxes are pretty much empty, pretty much. And then up here is my shrine to the Jaguar. Some of my Jaguar CD games there. The Jaguar itself, the Jaguar CD, the Tempest 2000 soundtrack. My Jaguar pen. And Tempest 2000. Being the best game, I figured it needed a special place of honor right there, right in front of the Jag itself. So, oh, and then over here is some stuff I just added. I just put these on the wall the other day. Got some of my Star Trek figures there. Not a whole lot, but. Ugh. Just a brief little tour of some of the games. Like I say, I don't have a lot of games. I just prefer to spend a one-time large fee on an EverDrive. EverDrives are about $200. I'd rather spend $200 on an EverDrive and have every game than to buy each individual game. It's so hard and so expensive. It's just easier just to buy an EverDrive. All right. So, what was I going to play? I forgot. I forgot what I was going to. I just played Spy Hunter. So, what were we going to play next? Oh, Blaster Master. Yeah, Blaster Master's tough. I never got too far. Never got too far in Blaster Master. I may have gotten past the second boss. Yeah, it's good. It's hard but good. It may be in my favorites list. I don't remember. I like to keep my favorites right there. Easy enough to find. Yeah, yeah, Blaster Master's right there. Random question, have you ever been to Florentino's in Winter Haven? My dad lives in Winter Haven, and that's our go-to Italian spot for pizza muffins. Oh yeah, I love Florentino's. I like going there for lunch and getting the calzone, the lunch calzone with the antipasto salad, pasta salad. It's fantastic. Although I haven't been in a while since this whole pandemic thing started. I haven't been because every time I do go, there's a line out the building to get in, so I can't. It's hard to get in there. I want the whole EverDrive collection and carts, but money. Yeah, I know. It's like I want the carts too because they're nice collector's items, collectibles, but it's cheaper just to get an EverDrive. My next EverDrive is going to have to be either the TurboGrafx EverDrive or the Super Nintendo SD2 SNES, which is basically the EverDrive. Hey, using an EverDrive is legit because it's on a approved Nintendo system. Loophole, yeah. But you can still do save states, basically. Jack Sparrow says oil, okay. Back in the day, Salem Kid says, was an Amiga man or Atari ST man? I had an Amiga, my friend had an ST. It was the golden age of gaming. I had an Atari ST, I never had an Amiga. The funny thing is, about the ST and the Amiga, when Jack Tramiel took over Atari, this is loud, isn't it? When Jack Tramiel took over Atari, the engineers at Commodore and Atari basically switched places. They switched hands, right? So all the Commodore people came over to Atari, and they made the Atari ST. The Atari people went over to Commodore and made the Amiga. R.J. Michael and Dave Needle and a lot of those guys. They also would go on to make the Lynx. So in a sense, the Amiga is what the Atari would have been if the Tramiels hadn't purchased it. So I kind of think of the Amiga as sort of an Atari, even though I never had one. Awesome collection. It's not really that awesome. It's just what I've collected over the years since I've been a kid. Yeah, most people have more NES games. I only got like, what was that, like maybe 15 games. I got a few others. I got that Friday the 13th game under the anticipation that I would get Kane Hodder to sign it. But I kind of got starstruck when I saw him, and I was afraid to ask him. I was afraid to talk to him. I would like this game. I mean, this is a fantastic game. I love it. It's great. But I would probably like it a lot better if it was just like side-scrolling shooting, like we're doing here, and not having to go down into these caves and stuff. Now it's like, well, now you start to get lost really easy. I don't like playing games where I get lost. Let's hop out. Oh, select. You can hop out and climb down here. Get your little guy. Give me the P. Wait, okay, you gotta push down to go in there. I don't think there's a boss here yet. I think it's too early for a boss. Now there's a secret in this game. When you do get to the boss level, if you pause it while you're dropping a grenade on them and unpause it, it will just keep hitting them with that same grenade over and over again. So it's kind of a cheat. I don't think it's going to work on this guy though. I don't think the grenade's working on that guy. Oh, and I'm dead. Spy Hunter is actually pretty good on the ColecoVision. Yeah, it's decent. Yeah, I remember playing it. The only problem with the ColecoVision is that darn controller. It's so hard to do anything with that thing. Yeah, I'm gonna take this off because the music gets kind of loud, I think, while I'm trying to talk. Our collection are in reverse. I've got more 2600 than you do, but you have more NES. Yeah, I mean, I would love to have more NES games. I just don't want to pay for them. I'm kind of cheap that way. You should try the remake on the Switch. It's way easier. For which game? For Blaster Master? EverDrives are great. I like to have one. They collect the physical games that I really, really love. Yeah, that's a good way to go, JD. I agree, and that way you're not spending, crazy amounts of money on a game like what's the game that's the most rarest game for the NES? The competition game. The I forget what that's called, but it has like Rad Racer and Super Mario Brothers and Tetris built into it. It was the competition game. It's like super rare. They only made like 30 of them. There's no way I would ever. You could never complete a collection unless you have that, and then things like so crazy expensive. So you might as well just get an EverDrive. Sweet game collection. I appreciate that, Tyler. Launchbox on my PC is my favorite way to play them all. That's a good way to go too. Launchbox, yeah. I need to figure that out. Greg says working on getting more flashcards. Need to get NES or Genesis ones soon. I honestly I think I like the NES one better because I have the ability to do the save states. When you get the Genesis one, make sure it can do the save states because I just got the cheapest one. Turns out you can't save. So on that one, if I'd have gone up a level and gotten the more expensive one, I would have been able to save. So make sure whatever one you get, you can do the saves on them. It's definitely worth it. Trust me. I wish I had gotten it for the Genesis one. Wolvie says, fun fact, they patched out the pause grenade. Oh, for Blaster Master, they took that out? Oh, that sucks. Putting together the Lego Crocodile locomotive. There's a Lego Crocodile locomotive? Oh man, are you gonna get that that Ghostbusters, the Ecto 1? I think that's like $200 for that thing. The Ecto 1's like $200. Nintendo World Championships. Yes, that's what I was thinking of, Joey. Thank you. Salem Kid says, I noticed I had a Dig Dug on your shelf for Atari. I am getting a Dig Dug Countercade this week. Is it good? Dig Dug for the 2600 is pretty darn good considering that it's on a system that has 4K of memory. Or is it 2K of memory? I think the 2600, maybe it's only got 2K. I don't remember. But yeah, it's pretty amazing for what it is. The 7800 game is really good too. But honestly, both of them pale in comparison to the Atari 8-bit computer version of Dig Dug. Alright, I'm going to just pick a random game here. Let's see what we come up with. Salvador Bengo says yes, he's getting the Ecto 1. Let's see, what should we play here? Something that doesn't get a lot of notice. Something that doesn't get a lot of play here. It's one of my favorites, but something I don't play very often. Stargate. I think that's the movie Stargate. It's got to be something really good though. Splatterhouse. We just came off of Halloween, so Splatterhouse. Russian Attack. Okay, I'll do Russian Attack next. This is kind of an interesting game, Splatterhouse. You wouldn't have thought that there was this may be a Famicom game, though. I don't know that they have this game for the NES. This may be Famicom only. But just to think that they have a Splatterhouse game for the NES, man, cracks me up. It's really good, actually. I love the way the monsters like explode. Oh, I fell into the pit of despair. Oh, I got the candy. Look out for the flying crosses. Oh, they got me. I need the candy. Give me the candy. So this is a perfect Halloween game, isn't it? I should have played this on Halloween. This is my favorite part. Dracula comes out. Dance party. I just have to watch this. I can't do anything yet. Okay. Thanks, Drac. You... Oh no! I probably have to do that whole thing over again. Oh no, the door closed on me. Such a cool little game. Okay, Russian Attack. That's a tough game. Russian Attack. And I even have it in my favorites, so that's probably where you saw it, right? That's an arcade game. I remember renting Russian Attack. Russian. It's like Russian, like the country Russian, but it's not. I remember renting this back in the day from the little rental VHS and game rental store that we had. I like getting the flamethrower. That's my favorite part. I like to sneak up behind me. Give me the flamethrower. Oh, that's like, is that the grenade launcher? Yeah, that's the rocket launcher. Couldn't remember how to jump. Oh, I saw seeing these missiles in the background. I thought the graphics were so good back in the day. Oh, I should have got that guy. I think he's got a weapon. This does not look like the flamethrower. That guy almost got me. I don't like those red guys. They're kicking me. Uh-oh. Oh, doggone it. I get all the way to the end and the guy kicks me and that's it. Do I have to go back to the very beginning? I hope not. Look how slow this guy's going. Come on, hurry up. Man, I hate when those guys kick at me like that. This is probably your favorite arcade game? Well, you should let me modify your NES Classic. I'll put this on there for you. Actually, I need to make a video on how to do that. That's probably going to be my next how-to videos, how to modify your NES Classic and put more games on it. It's a tool called Hatchi, and I've done it for the Genesis, but I haven't done it the Genesis Mini, but I haven't done it for the NES Mini. I only just got the NES Mini not too long ago. Can you get very far in this game, though? That's the question. I've not been very good at it. I don't like those red guys. Ah. Russian Attack, that's Green Beret. Yeah, Green Beret is the other alternate name for this game. Silent Scope. Silent Scope is cool. You're talking about the when did Silent Scope come out? There was a Silent Scope. What did I just played that. I played it a few months ago when I was getting the footage for the arcade 1-up gun games that they could possibly be coming out with. And yeah, that was cool, but I don't remember if it was new enough to be polygons or if it was just all raster-based characters. Remember how old that game Silent Scope is. I don't think they have Silent Scope on the NES. I don't think there's an NES Silent Scope. I'm gonna have to look at the S's. I think it's too new. Silent Service. Silent Service is a submarine game. Silent Assault. That sounds interesting. Let's see what that is. And I think after that I'm going to wrap up the stream. It's been almost 2 hours now. Hey, Silent Assault looks really really interesting. I gotta play something else, so I don't want to go out like that. Bart versus the World. Bart versus the Space Mutants. Anybody like the Simpsons games? Can never quite get into those. Okay, I want to play Skull and Crossbones if it works. This is a game I used to love playing in the arcade. It's quite a bit different on the NES. But the intro is very similar. I can shoot. I can jump. Oh yeah, it does treasure chests. Climb up there to get the treasure. In the arcade game, this is a side view game, this particular one. But in the arcade, it's more of a isometric kind of game where you can move up and down, kind of like Double Dragon. You can move all around in the game. But you've got a parrot who's with you, who's constantly talking to you. Polly, I think his name is Polly. I don't know, maybe not. But it's so funny having this bird going around, flying around in the game. He's kind of like the leader of the game, telling you what to do and where to go. Just start. Easiest. We just did that one. But you got to walk around to the different spots and dig things up. It's kind of similar to this. I just wish this game had the bird in it. Who's shooting me? Oh, there's a stupid rat down there. Yeah, how about the sword? Oh, that's like a cannon on the back of the... Can I take that out? Da, 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 da. Oh, we don't want the skull. That's gotta be bad, right? What? Where's my sword? Somehow I've lost my sword. I don't know how to switch weapons. That's sad. It's pretty sad. Splatterhouse games are great, yeah, for sure. Wish I could show you my NES mini clone I made with a Raspberry Pi and NES Pi case. It's almost the exact clone of the NES Mini, but with all the NES games. Yeah, that sounds cool. I've seen those before, and it'd be kind of cool to have one for sure. You're pretty lucky to have one of those. Alright guys, well, I thank you all for coming to the stream. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button on this stream. And I will definitely be back again soon to do another stream of games that, whatever games you want me to play, let me know. Think of them before we come to the stream next week. And I'll do another trivia thing like I did this past time. Congratulations to Greg on winning. I guess he wants the space shuttle cartridge. It's a good game. It's a tough game. It's a thinking man's game. Because he got 3 of the trivia questions right, and that was enough to win it. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Look for my video coming out in a couple of days. It's tough working on the interviews, but I really want to get this wrapped up and done for the Daniel Pesina interview, who played Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat. It's been about a year since I filmed this, and I feel like I really gotta finish this up. So anyway, thank you again for watching. Appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully y'all have a great week, and we'll see you again soon. Take care, everybody.